Hello and welcome back to FM Review. I'm your host, Freddie Robinson, and in today's video I'll be going over the selfie robot made by Zoweetek and sent to me from a company called AliExpress. And now, after everything has been unpackaged, you can see what is included in the box. And I will say that this box is actually some of the best quality cardboard I've ever felt. That's almost as hard as wood, and so there is no way this is going to get damaged in your shipping process. So I would definitely order with a good bit of confidence if you were interested in this product. And so let's get into what you actually have. You do have your selfie robot owner's manual and information guide, and if you thumb through that you get the steps of actually how to set up and install and operate this robot with your phone. You also have your USB cable that goes from your robot to your computer, or if you wanted to charge it in some sort of way. And you get your remote, which is a very solid, heavy build. This is heavier than my actual cell phone, and I guess maybe because of the size of the cell phone versus this, but they're almost identical in weight. And so you have your 4-directional pad, and then you have your action button for taking a picture or recording a video. And on the side you do have your on-off button, and in the back you have your area where you would put your batteries, and this operates off of 2 AAA batteries. And here is the cream of the crop, the probably best you'll ever experience with a selfie type device. And so you do have your LED on the front. On the very top you do have your power button, and you have your little area for opening and putting your phone in. And as I move this, you can tell that it's notched, so you can actually put your phone at multiple angles. And it's solid enough to where it's not going to flip, or your phone being in this is not going to actually just move. It's going to be solid. It's very well built, and it's heavy enough to hold your phone in place. On the back you do have the area for your USB charging, or if you wanted to connect this to your laptop or desktop. On the bottom you do have your area where you can connect this to a tripod or even more flexibility and control. This is actually a rubber seal that rotates. So if it's sitting on the table like so with your phone in it, you can rotate it left or right, and that way you can get a much better picture quality for your selfie or the video that you're recording. For the selfie robot, the maximum weight supported is 200 grams. The maximum thickness of your phone will be 7 to 9 millimeters. The horizontal rotation is 360 degrees. The tripod size support is a 1/4 inch standard tripod. The phone panel size is a maximum of 5.5 inches. The product size is 48 millimeters by 75 millimeters diameter. The battery is a rechargeable lithium-ion 800 milliamp battery. The Bluetooth version it supports version 4.0 and above. The operating range is 10 meters, and that's roughly 30 feet. The languages supported is English, German, French, Spanish, Korean, Japanese, and Chinese. And then your mobile systems that are supported, this is your phones, is Android 4.3 and higher, and iOS 7.0 and above. And so let's go ahead and put my phone into the selfie robot. So that's pretty good. I do like how snug that fits and how solid that feels. And so now you can get a top view of what this actually looks like if you were using it. And now I'll go over the steps of connecting this so you can see how it works when it's connected and running. So I'll just go to the App Store and search for the app that they're telling me to find. We are looking for FIEDORA and go. Alright, this looks like what they are actually saying to download. Install, and I'll just go ahead and press the Fedora app on my phone, And you can see the app is loading, and on the very bottom of the app you see the little button for the remote and for the robot. So I'll just go ahead and press that. It does say that the Bluetooth is not turned on the phone, and I will let the application turn that on. And now I'll just go ahead and let the Bluetooth work and see if those will synchronize. And you do see that both of them actually synchronize and connected. Now you have the remote, the base, or the robot, and you have the phone all connected through Bluetooth. So now it's just a matter of actually putting the phone into this little area of the base or the selfie robot, and now you're able to use the remote to actually change some of those angles and take those pictures. And if you zoom in close on the remote, you can see that this is a 4-directional D-pad, and you do have your action button, which is take picture or record video. And let's just see how that works without having the phone in. And you can see easily by pressing the left direction that the robot actually turns left, and by pressing the right it turns right. If you hold it down, then you constantly see how it moves. And so I'll see you in a few minutes once I get all this put up and ready for testing. And now I'll just show you how this remote works with this robot and the base. So you basically have your 4-directional pad on your remote, and then you have your phone mounted securely into the base. And you just go ahead and rotate this around, and you can see a little bit of the kitchen area behind me, and going to the right you can see a little bit of the living room area behind me. And if I do the zoom in option by pressing up on the remote, you can see how it zooms in and it'll zoom back out. And you can see some of the actual stuff that's in the background here. I'll just go ahead and turn my phone 360. Yay! Alright, now you can see some of the stuff that's along the table here as I rotate it around. And we'll just go rotate. And you can see my Coke can, my laptop. And as we rotate around, you can see that the workspace that I'm actually using for making my video. And you can see some of the equipment that I'm using, different tripods, my case, some wires, and other stuff. And so now this is the actual future of selfies, which will be replacing the selfie stick. And now you can see exactly how easy it is to use and the functions and benefits it is to have this setting up somewhere. You can just set this up at a distance and use it to zoom in or out however far you are from that and take your picture. And you can have any type of pose that you want for a group picture or for a self-portrait. If you're somewhere in front of a statue and you want to take a different angle of a picture, this remote, robot, and software makes that extremely easy and way better than your restriction of a selfie stick. And now I have this set up on a posable and bendable tripod. And the benefit I have of the tripod paired with the actual selfie robot is I can take this and use the legs to bend and twist around a tree branch or other thing, and it can just sit on some awkward or pretty much impossible angles to take these pictures with. And now I'll go ahead and give you a little bit of the benefits that I have found using this selfie robot over a selfie stick. First of all, it is a permanent sit-in-place selfie robot. That means that you don't have the actual movement and shaking that's associated with holding a selfie stick purely from a distance at an awkward angle, or dealing with wind or the elements actually affecting it. Because if you hold something out for a little while, you're going to get that little shaking in your hand that's going to actually cause your picture to have a little bit of blur or motion in it. You also have the ease of placing this at a distance, walking back as far as you want to, and then using the remote to zoom in and take that picture from a distance further than a selfie stick will allow. This can also benefit taking group pictures because you don't have that one person standing in the middle at an awkward angle trying to get everybody into the picture. Neither do you need the actual mirror that is associated with a lot of selfie sticks, and you just don't have that wand in the middle of traffic where people are moving if you're in a busy intersection or if you're taking a picture in a high traffic area. You basically set this somewhere, you zoom in, and you snap the action button to take your picture. As far as the ease of moving, this is very small and lightweight. The remote and the base or the robot can be placed in your purse, in your travel bag, in your pocket, in your coat, anything like that, and makes it actually easy to move, carry, or carry on in case you were going somewhere. I do notice that with the expansion of the selfie stick, there's been a lot of restrictions on that just because the nuisance and inconvenience at sporting events or in certain areas. And this kind of eliminates that because you're not blocking somebody per se with the stick out in the middle of a walkway or road area. So there are a lot of benefits to having this selfie robot. And so in the end, after having time with this, what do I think about it? I'm going to go ahead and give it 2 thumbs up, simply because I like everything about this. You have the freedom to take a picture with any number of people at any distance, and that's the biggest benefit of taking a picture or a selfie stick. You do not have the restrictions of a stick being in the way or having the actual tremble of your arm when it's extended for long periods of time, or having the wind blowing it, blocking traffic if you're at the zoo, if you're at a sporting event, if you're at a busy intersection, or if you're at a popular picture-taking destination. If you do take a lot of pictures, if you travel, I would highly suggest this, and you can get it for a pretty good price at AliExpress. And I'll go ahead and leave a link to the device in the description below in case you are interested. And so all of you fans of selfie picture taking, please go ahead and check out the selfie robot, and don't forget to subscribe to keep more awesome FM reviews coming your way.
3, 2, 1, action!
And in order to power on the remote and